Today we are going to talk about what to expect when you are moving to Phoenix, Arizona. And we are starting right now. If you are considering moving to Phoenix, Arizona, plan to do so during the winter months. If you plan to do this during the summer, you will be in the hottest time of the year and will experience 110 to 118 degrees. Even though here in Arizona, we only have humidity for maybe a couple of weeks and we feel like we are dying during that time, our heat is dry. If for some reason you don't have a choice and you are gonna move during the summer, just make sure you keep yourself hydrated. Drink lots of water and make sure you always carry it in a thermal because it's so hot that if you leave it in the car for 5 minutes, it will go warm. Yes, we are in the desert, but it is a wonderful weather and where we have freeze. It doesn't really go below zero, but for us it is really cold and we have to protect our plants. Our city is so easy to navigate because we have griddles, different communities for you to pick and choose depending on what lifestyle you want to live. Now, when you move to Phoenix, Arizona, you eventually will register your car. Depending on if your car is newer, you just need to have an inspection. Your car will be inspected if it's out of state. And registration fees are based on the age of your car. So if you have an older car, you pay less, and if you have a newer car, you pay more. If you are considering renting, make sure you understand that when you see a place for rent, a house for rent is advertised, you still will be paying taxes on top of that rent for the most part. If you are considering to buy a property taxes are relatively low compared to other states around the nation. So yes, during the summer, you open the door and it feels like you open an oven and you feel the heat wave. You will get used to it. I love Arizona, and it's not just all desert and cactus. I mean, we have a lot of beautiful mountains, a lot of wonderful places to hike in the city, or if you wanna do a road trip, there are wonderful places to hike too as well. On Sedona, Prescott, Payson, and everything is like 2 hours driving or less. But you don't have to go far for hiking. We have hiking here in town. Now, if you're planning to go hiking, make sure you go 5 in the morning. That's pretty much when the sun is coming up in the mornings during the summer. And in the evening, the sun comes down around 7:30. But even though the sun comes down, that doesn't mean the weather gets cooler. During the months of July, August, you will still be 100 degrees. So it will be a little harsh trying to go hiking in the evening. And if you do, make sure you don't go alone and you take plenty of water. Living in Phoenix, Arizona is just so convenient. If you like to boat, we have lakes. Lake Pleasant here is very popular. You can rent jet skis, or you can bring your own. You can bring your own boat, and have a lot of fun in the lake. If you like camping, again, there are many places you can go camping, and you don't need to drive more than 2 hours to get to a camping site. Fishing. We have places for you to fish. And the city a lot of times does programs for children, where you can go catch and release, just like for having fun. If you are the kind of person that like horse property, horses, and the old west lifestyle, you can find that in Cave Creek, Arizona. Carefree. Some parts in Scottsdale, you actually see the cowboys there. There is a very famous restaurant called the Buffalo Chip, and they have rodeos there. And you can enjoy mountain views, and they do have a country dancing during the weekends, in the evenings at the restaurant. There are other restaurants that do the same. I'm just mentioning the Buffalo Tree because it's very famous. It's a classic, and one of the restaurants you want to visit when you go to Cave Creek. I love Cave Creek. They have a little old town, and it's a small place with a lot to offer. How do you decide where you want to live? Well, I think it all depends on if you already found a job and you know where you will be working. Tempe is the city of the college students. Downtown Tempe offers a lot of bars, and you will see a lot of college students in the area. So if that is something you are looking for, or you have a college student, downtown Scottsdale, also a lot of bars, a lot of fun, a lot of stores, shopping to go. Do you wanna do a 1 hour commute? For example, if you live on the west and your job is in Gilbert, you can expect to be in traffic at least 45 minutes. Now, jobs. We have tons of good companies here in Phoenix, Arizona. We have GoDaddy on the East Valley. We have Amazon on South Phoenix. We have Mayo Clinic in the city of Phoenix, very close to the city of Scottsdale. And they also have another clinic in Scottsdale, Arizona, on the east part of it. There are many other hospitals, just Mayo Clinic happens to be one of the best hospitals in the world. And if you are in the medical field, you might want to check it out. We do have Honeywell in the north of Phoenix. Restaurants, we have a big variety of restaurants, and Mexican food is everywhere. So you can go from street tacos to Mexican gourmet, but we also have all kinds of other food, like Italian, very good Italian restaurants, steakhouse. We have Flower Child, that's actually my favorite restaurant to go. We have something called, in the month of July, part of August, what we call the monsoon. And the monsoon, what it is, it rains like for 10 minutes, make a mess. There is car accidents because people had no idea how to drive in the rain here in Arizona. There are certain parts that get a little flooded, so if you see a sign that says Do not drive by when flooded. Make sure you pay attention or you might end up getting stuck and having to be rescued. I know, it's crazy. Well, sometimes it can rain for 20 minutes. But yes, it makes a big mess. Lots of wind, some trees get torn down. That's the major disasters that we have here in Arizona. We also have dust storms. During those, you don't want to breathe because you can get something that is called valley fever. Other than that, you can enjoy our beautiful weather, and on the summer, even though it's so hot, all you have to do is go to the pool. You, that's pretty much the expectations you can have here in Arizona. You have any questions? Comment. If you enjoyed this video or it was helpful for you, please like it, subscribe to the channel so you can. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.